How's it going, everybody? Hope everybody's doing well today. Let me get a few things rolling here. Let's see. Reconnecting. Okay, there we go. Reconnecting. Oh, look, second phone rolling because I can't see this phone because of the sun. Let me see. Let me see what's it doing. Um, what's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? Let me get this. Let me get all this situated here. Technical difficulties. I can't see this phone because of the sun, so I got to get this second phone rolling. There it is. There it is. We got it going now. Let's see what everybody's doing today. What's everybody up to? I may have to get a shade for that, man. That sun is banging over there. But I was going to crank the window down a little bit because the wind is blowing like crazy here in Chicago. We had like a 16-mile-an-hour wind. Uh, I woke up. I woke up with the truck a rocking, and not in a good way. The wind was blowing me all over the place. Um, let's see, Don in the house. Don's first. Way to go, Don. Way to have those. Way to have those set up there. Those notifications. Jerome Jones, big money. What's up? Not much. Jay Felton in the house. Hey, buddy. Don says I got a new phone and just put you back. All right, good deal. Good deal. Everybody should have the notifications on, the subscribe on. Hit the thumbs up. You gotta do all that stuff. Gotta do all that stuff. Night Ranger said, "I can hear you now that you cash pigeon away." Huh? Yeah, I seen your comment there, Night Ranger. I checked the audio on that live. It was working fine on my end. I don't know. Sometimes whenever they're still processing through YouTube, so you may have been, and I appreciate this. You may have been early on the scene there. Sometimes when they're still processing, YouTube will put them up, but they're not processed, and it causes them to glitch and stuff. But I checked it through my other YouTube account, Truck Diabetes. I checked it through that, and I was getting audio. So I don't know. Maybe it was just maybe it was just a glitch on YouTube or something. That's more than likely what it was. But yeah, whew, boy, that sun is bright today. I'm enjoying this day. I am kind of bummed though. I'm at a Thornton's in Illinois, and this Thornton does not have showers or laundry, and they call themselves a truck stop. I'm like, just because you sell truck diesel, just because you have fuel islands for trucks, does not make you a truck stop, in my opinion. You need showers, like number one. Um, and honestly, I had, like I've took showers at the Thornton in Roscoe before. Like those do pretty good, Like I like their showers, but yeah, they don't have showers or laundry here. Um, so it was quite a bummer. It was quite a bummer. And laundry, oh my god, dude! Like, you know, I got like a few clean clothes left in there, and then I'm gonna be out to nothing. I did not do laundry last time I was at home, and I am regretting it. I was like, yeah, I was in that I'm home, I don't want to do nothing mode, as far as to do with trucking or anything. So I didn't even get my clothes, gather them up and get them out of the truck. I'm paying for that now. So, yeah, just kind of bummed that they don't. I mean, like I'm here for 24 hours. You know what I mean? Like, oh my god, get some showers. Um, you know what I mean? Because like I was in a hurry coming up from Houston, so I didn't stop on the way back from Houston. I was like, yeah, once I get this load off, I'll stop and get a shower. So yeah, gonna be a special stop today somewhere to get a shower. It's gonna happen. Um, I got my limits. I messed with this phone holder the other day. I can't get it back right now. Let's see here. Alex Rhodes in the house. Hey, Cash. What's going on? Business school dropout in the house. What's up, brother? How's life going these days? Um, let's see here. Uh, Business School Dropout says, waiting for a call from my broker about a load going from uh, Al- Altumwa. I don't know how to say that. That's one of those Native American names there. That's what that sounds like. Adumwa to Los Angeles, delivering Tuesday. Can't wait to use the Mudflap app at Casey's. $1.85. Yeah, check out that Mudflap app. Um, that's good deals over there, man. That's good deals. Especially for where you run. You know, running that Midwest, man. They're loaded up in the Midwest with Casey's and Sap Brothers. So yeah, it's a good time over there at Mudflap. Good time. I gotta check and see where I'm gonna fuel. I'm so like, I don't know, this load that I got, they keep changing things up on it, and I'm not mad about it, because the way I look at a load is, once I book a load, you have bought my time and my truck until a certain amount of time. You know, like this load is supposed to empty out. I think it's supposed to be empty Tuesday afternoon. So the way I look at it, I don't care what you want me to do. You know, I'll do it from now to Tuesday. If it goes past Tuesday, we got to talk more money. And, you know, I talked to the broker about it this morning, and they switched the pickups. It's got two pickups, and they want me to go down and go down and get the other one first, and then come back and get this one. And I'm like, it's kind of a bummer, because I'm about 5 miles from the first pickup now. Now I got to drive 30 miles down to the other one and 30 miles back. He didn't care too much about my dilemma, but which, you know, from where I was at, if they would have had them arranged the correct, I mean, I didn't really go out of route to come over here, is what I'm saying. So, you know, I'm not too stressing that, but I told him, I said, that first place, well, what's now going to be the first pickup I got to go do here in a couple hours, that's the place that takes forever to load. And I said, here's the deal. They stretch this out. They don't get me loaded for 24 hours or whatever it was last time. I said, I'm not doing that second pickup. It ain't happening. I said, we're going to take what they load and we're gone. I said, I'm not, you know, I said, you know, it's not my problem. Just straight up, you know, like, sometimes you got to put your foot down on them, you know, like, you know, they got to understand. I got limitations of time and space that I work in. You know, you can't say, hey, we need you to sit here for a day and then go pick up another load or part of a load, go pick up another partial, and then be in Atlanta by Monday morning. Like, at some point, you know, you got to leave me enough time to drive to Atlanta. So, yeah. So, let's see, that Casey's, I'm assuming you're in Iowa. Let me look that up. Oh man, I can't even remember how to spell that. Jeez Louise. That is a weird name of a town. Let's see here. Ottum. There we go. Yep. Iowa. Iowa. Yeah, so what is the uh what's the IFTA in Iowa, like? 30, is it 32? Is it 32 cents in Iowa now? See, I still got the fuel maps on my old phone. I can look that up real quick. I think it's 32. 32 and a half. Okay, 32 and a half. So, if you get fuel at $1.85 minus 30, yeah, got to punch it in right, minus 32.5. That's $1.52 and a half. That's $1.52 and a half for diesel. That's not bad. $1.52 and a half after IFTA. I like it. I like it. Business School Dropout says JBS Swift Hog Plant. All right, yeah. That sounds about like a place where a JBS would be. Some little small town out in Iowa. I like it. DG Trucker DN says, "What's up? Not much, just chilling. We got 11 in the house. 6 likes. I didn't even have the like hit on my own phone. Shame on me. Shame on me. Um, but yeah, it's we're just chilling here. Trying to wait for him to get this freaking load sorted out. I don't know. It's multi-stop reefer, man, at its best right here. So, but hey, it's paying. It's paying. So I ain't gonna sit here and complain. Way I've been doing these loads here lately is I've been telling them like, there's GP Transco pulling in. GP Transco. Imagine that. Um, that's an owner operator, I think. That's a maroon T680. So that's probably an owner operator. Probably an owner op. Um, but yeah, I've been trying to do these multi stops by like, a certain amount of money per day. So you got to give me X amount per day because there's always so much, like, some days you don't get no miles, so like, okay, yeah, it's $4 a mile, but at the same time it's like you need day pay plus mileage pay to kind of factor in. So because there's some days when you do 3 deliveries and you don't drive 200 miles, and it's like, a lot of hassle. So you know they're paying a pretty good amount per day per mile, so I'm not going to complain too much. Just waiting for them to sort it out. It's business, man. I've been in it long enough to understand, like, you know, everything don't go smooth and everything don't go as planned. Um, and I'm talking about for the customers end. I understand the position they're in. They're trying to get as much lined up to go on this truck as they can because they want to make as much money as they can. And I don't mind that. Hey, do what you got to do, because the rate con says up to 40,000 pounds, because they're going to keep adding to it until they can't add no more. And I'm fine with that. I don't care. Um, at the rate it's paying 40,000, that's fine with me. Um, last week the rate con said, it just said between 30 and 40,000, and I got there and it was like 38,000. The week before it was like under 30. It was like, I think it was. I don't know. I remember it was pretty light because I went over to North Carolina and I wasn't getting bogged down too much going through West Virginia. What's up, Trucker Wild TV? Everybody go check out Trucker Wild TV. I got to get caught up on Trucker Wild TV. I can't set a reminder for those for some reason. Every time I try, I mean, I'm subscribed, but when I try to set the notification, it says I can't set a notification for this channel. And I'm like, I don't know what that's about. I gotta work on my YouTube skills. Night Ranger says, can't wait to see your numbers later today. Yeah, we'll try to get some numbers out. Probably today, tomorrow. I mean, I'm gonna have a lot of time today, it looks like. So, I had a super simple week. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, super simple week. I got one receipt I gotta hunt down. I don't know what I did with it. Is that it? Is that it? No, that's not it. That's a DEF receipt. That's a DEF receipt. I got a fuel receipt somewhere in here that I gotta hunt down. I don't know. Maybe in the bunk somewhere. Maybe in my clipboard. I don't know. I have to look and see. But yeah, I just got one receipt I got to hunt down. Super simple week. Um, you know, just did 2 loads. I just been doing these Chicago and then a back haul. It's makes for a simple week. Although I don't think I'm not sure I'm going to sign up for the 4th week, because as y'all know, I don't live in Chicago. I live in Minneapolis, and this will be the 3rd week out for me. And normally I don't do 3 weeks out, and normally I get through the house, but I've been doing these multi-stop Chicagos just because they're paying good. Like, I'm not running a lot of miles, but like this load I'm waiting to pick up today. And this ain't a, like, I don't know the, I haven't went through every stop and lined up the miles, but I did from the first stop to the last stop was about 1,100 miles. So, I'll see here. Da, da, da. That's almost 450 a mile on this load. So, um, they pay really good, pay really good. You just got to be patient with them because like they're working a different scheme. It's not like you show up at the factory or the warehouse and they're just putting one product on you and you're driving it to another location. You're picking up from multiple places and going to multiple places. And, it's a logistical nightmare sometimes, but, just I just kind of tell myself, I can't get worked up because it doesn't pay to get worked up. Sit back, chill, watch some Netflix, do some YouTube lives. Come on, chop it up with everybody, and it'll be there when it gets there. Let's see here. Trigger Wild, what's up? Yeah, appreciate you coming in, Trigger Wild. DG Trigger DN says lying about your mileage pay. They wasted their time and money with drug test physical. Lying about your mileage pay. They wasted their time with drug test physicals. They need to just find homeless people to drive. Yeah, that'd be for sure. Um, Driving that cheap will make me lose my house, cars, dogs, and girlfriend. Um, yeah. Business school dropout says, go home, dude. Yeah, business school dropout. I'm on a plan. This isn't like, I would be bummed if if I was being forced to do this, but I'm doing this on my own free will. You know what I mean? We're working a plan. Everybody at the house is on board with it. It just doing what I got to do. Um, just doing what I got to do. Just in the money and you know, just doing it. Um, you know, like as long as I can keep pulling loads out of here. Even with a backhaul out of Houston that didn't pay that great last week, it was like 270 a mile, all miles. Um, you know, it's pretty good, like for the goal and the plan I'm working right now, I'm trying to save up like I'd like to get about 100 grand saved up to buy a house. I don't want to put like 20% down or 10% down on a house and owe on that thing forever. You know what I mean? I'm going ham. I'm going ham sandwich for about 2 to 3 years. Hopefully I'll have about, the goal is to have ballpark $100,000 to put down on a house and, not owe on that thing for eternity. I'm not a fan of a 30-year mortgage. I want something obtainable. I want something that I can, I want something I can like believe I can own one day. You know what I mean? I don't want to, I don't, like, and also, paying that mortgage insurance. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not a fan. I'm not going to pay for mortgage insurance. So I'm a big chunk to put down. Just how it is, So everybody at the house is on board with it. I'm definitely on board with it. You know what I mean? Like, so it is what it is. We're just grinding it out. It sucks now, but at the same time, while the rates are good, make hay while the sun's shining. And while the rates are good, I'm gonna burn it, run it out, run it all. Um, I took like 4 or 5 days off last time I was at the house, so you know what I mean. Like when I go home, I'm getting home time, but I had an opportunity to come down here and start doing these multi stops out of Chicago, and um, you know, like I don't know if I have my numbers here from last week, but let me see if I got my numbers here from last week. I think this is last week. I don't know. This is how I write everything down, so it's like, it's organized, but only I can understand it. You know what I'm saying? Let's see here. So yeah, like last week I ran 2,000 miles and did 56.27 in revenue. You know, it's 281 all miles. So and then let's see. I think maybe that was the week before last. I don't know. Maybe that was the week before last. 928. 928. Yeah, that probably would have been the week before last. Where the hell is the other one written down at? But no, that's the North Carolina. That's North Carolina. This is Houston. I'm working on currently. So yeah, and then I'm starting one that'll go to Georgia now. So, um, it's I'm not having to like put a bunch of miles on the truck, but I'm still making good revenue. And it's kind of a long-term plan as well because I got about another year that I owe on this truck, and I got a pretty good payment on this truck, and I wanted it that way I could get it paid off in 18 months and not owe on it forever. So basically, I'm making like double payments on this thing, and I was running a lot of miles, but I mean, I was making great revenue, but I was running a lot of miles. So these kind of allow me to keep my revenue near the same, but like a third less miles. The revenue's probably like 10% less, but the miles are like a third less. And at the end of the day, the take home is about the same. And that's what really matters is what hits the bottom line. It's pretty much the same at less miles. So just got to do. Um, let's see. Business school dropout says as long as the wife is on board, yeah, everybody knows what's going on. Um, it's a good plan will bring everybody together. Um, you know, we're doing better at the house. Spending is down at the house. Everybody knows what's going on at this point. So I'm not gonna go like misery level. Like if it was just me, I know what I've seen myself do it in the past. You know what I mean? Like if this was just me and my goal to do something, uh, these wheels would never stop moving, and you know what I mean. But this is a full. This is everybody on board. So you can't go to misery level. You know, I video call everybody a lot. I mean, I'm in communication. Right before I came on here, I was video calling the house. So, it's tough. It's tough. I'm not saying it's easy, but it's easier when you're not being forced to do it, that there's like a purpose. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Jay says 270. Good job, Cash. Yeah, that was pretty good. I think 270 was the Houston one. The one to North Carolina was like 281 all miles. So yeah, I'm staying up in that range, like 280, 270. Um, this one might even be better because I mean, I know coming out of Georgia is not the greatest, but when you're going in at almost 450 a mile, coming out is like okay, you know. It's gonna be easy to average out. If I can get out of Georgia at like $1.50 a mile, that would average out to $3 a mile. So, as far as going down and coming back. So I think that's a pretty obtainable goal to be, in such a high revenue. Let's see. Business school dropout says good plan. Yeah. Yeah. I bought a house in Tennessee years ago. I put the required amount down to not pay mortgage insurance on it. Um, got rid of that house when I moved to Minnesota. Kept it for a little while, but then ended up getting rid of it. Um, but houses in Minnesota, they're kind of like, I like at least 3 bedroom, 2 bath, and with a basement, because most houses in Minnesota have a basement. That's just the way they build them. When it's that cold outside, they like to put the furnace in the basement, and so in reasonable neighborhood, I'm not gonna move the family down to the hood. I work too hard to live in the hood, but I'm not trying to live in a gated community either. I just want I want like a decent, decent schools, decent house, decent neighborhood, decent neighbors, people that work, and you know, hardworking, good people. A lot of them around Minnesota. So basically, that area you're looking at, I don't know, with houses prices where they are at now, you're probably looking at like in between like 230 and 260, somewhere in that ballpark is probably what I need. So I figured 100,000 down, finance about 150. Um, you know, maybe 15-year mortgage, something like that, depending on what I think about the payment. Maybe 10-year mortgage. Something that's reasonable, man. I see a 30-year mortgage, and I start sweating. I'm like, geez, Louise, man, that's got to be like that's pressure, to say you got to make this payment every month for, I mean, how many months is that? 360 months in a row? Whew, that's a lot of payments, man. Um, Daycap Gear Jammer says running hard is great as long as you have an end game. 100,000 is doable. Yeah, I think Um, I bought this truck with the intent to run it for about 3 years, and I think, I think, running at the pace I'm running, if rates don't completely take a dump, I should be able to get that 100,000 with a lot of um, effort. You know what I mean? It's 100,000 not just going to fall in your lap, but it's doable. If everybody at the house is on board, you know, got to do the right things on both ends, revenue and spending. So I feel pretty good about it. I think the plan is doable, and it's one of those things where once I get the house and get a few things taken care of. Right now we're shopping cars. I'd like to buy like a $10,000 like all-wheel drive SUV. By the time winter really gets thick, um, maybe by like Thanksgiving ish, I'd like to buy like a decent, um, like a nice SUV, but not definitely not a new one. I'm looking at some that are like 2012, 2013 right now. Um, you know, just a good winter car, good Minnesota car, because it's sloppy so much of the year that you got to get out and you got to get around, and the old Avalon has been good, but it's getting up there. It's time to replace it. I probably end up keeping the Avalon just because it wouldn't sell for anything. You know what I mean? I'm not giving it away. But I'll probably just park it at the yard. That way, I have a vehicle at the yard. Um, so that's probably the plan with that. But yeah, I'd like to have a newer car sitting around the house. Something a little nicer, something sets up a little higher, something full wheel drive for the winter. Because yeah, those Minnesota those Minnesota winters, man, they can get tricky sometimes. Let's see here. Uh, DG Trucker DN says 10-4. That's on that idea. Yeah, I appreciate that. I think it's the way to go, man, because, when I bought my house in Tennessee, I put 20% down on it, and I did a 10-year mortgage on it. But it was a mobile home. It wasn't like a really expensive house. You know what I mean? Um, I mean, that was pretty cheap, actually. But there was a couple I knew they were getting a divorce, and they just wanted to hurry up and get out from under it so they could split the cash. So they got a pretty good deal on that. Business School Dropout says you can buy a house in rural Iowa for 150 and have neighbors that like funding police. Yeah. Um, Minneapolis, man, it's a pretty expensive housing market to rent, to buy. There's a lot of financial stuff that goes on in Minnesota. A lot of banks, Wells Fargo's corporate headquarters is there. Capital One's got a lot of business up there. It's a heavy banking market. The Federal Reserve is there. One of six Federal Reserves is there. So, it's a big financial like hub, So I think that draws in a lot of people that make a lot of money, and it runs the price of housing up. You know, like a lot of the new neighborhoods, before I went back over the road, I was delivering roofing shingles. And man, some of these neighborhoods they're building up there, houses starting in the 750s, and they just throw up a whole neighborhood of those houses. And it's like, who can afford 7 feet? What are these people doing? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, um, and a lot of it's old money up there too, like General Mills. I mean, you think of how many millionaires come from the General Mills like corporation. You know what I mean? Like that place has been cranking out money for 200 years. Like the people that are like, I went to I went to a high school party up there. Well, not a high school party, but a graduation party. And when I say I went there, I Ubered someone there. I used to Uber. But I Ubered someone there, and dude, this person had this person was like a descendant of like the people who started General Mills. Their high school graduation party was on the lake at a mansion. Like this house was unbelievable on Lake Minnetonka, boats out in the water, full fireworks show. I bet the fireworks show cost $20,000. Like, I mean, it was like, you know what I mean? I mean, I wasn't at the party. I was just there dropping someone off, but they had a full live band with a stage. And as I was leaving, there was a fireworks show starting. I was like, that's for a graduation party. You know what I mean? Like, these people got money, money. So, Minnesota is a pretty expensive housing market. Yeah. And I know what you're saying, business school dropout. Where I lived in Tennessee, I could buy the neighborhood for $150,000. You know what I mean? Like you can get full brick, 3 bedroom, 2 bath for like, 130, 150, like nice houses. You know what I mean? Like nice. Um, but yeah, Minneapolis has got its neighborhoods. Some of them are stupid expensive. Some of them are doable. Um, you know, checking my phone here. It's setting in the sun. Let me. I don't know. Can y'all hear that truck idling over there? Somebody let me know if that truck idling there is too loud. Let me try to get some wind going through this truck. Oh, that wind feels good. That wind feels good. So yeah, maybe that should cool down the old phone, getting some nice cool air going through here. Let's see. Don says, "Do you want to be able to bring your truck home?" No, not necessarily. Like, um, where I'm at right now, I park my truck either like on the street, and they don't care where I park it. But most of the time, I park it at our yard. You know, dang, it's windy out there. Holy crap! Let me roll that up a little bit. That's like knock you down type wind right there. Um, but yeah, I just park my truck at the yard. And one of the reasons I like that is because we got a shop there. So if I got something I need to get worked on, I can tell one of the guys in the shop, and they can bring in the truck. And I mean, it's no big. It's not a great deal getting it worked on at the shop. They charge shop rates. You know what I mean? Like, but at the same time, it's nice to have it worked on. You know, when I'm not there. You know what I'm saying? Like I can just park the truck at the yard. You know, they can take care of little stuff, or I'll take it to the Freightliner, the Detroit shop, have it worked on. So, but yeah, I've thought about that. Like buying a place where it's a little bit more rural and having me, build me a shop and everything. So I can park the truck inside, work on it and stuff in the winter. I just don't know if I'm that. I just don't know if I'm that keen on that idea yet. Like I grew up in a rural area in Tennessee, and I don't know. I'm kind of like I'm kind of meh on living out in the country. Um, I like it on a lot of levels, but I don't like it on a lot of levels. Um, yeah, there's good and bad in everything, I guess. But let's see. Jay says, "Come live in North Carolina, gated golf course, community 250K. Would be glad to have you, buddy." Yeah, I like North Carolina. I just don't think it's going to work though. The old lady's from Minnesota, and that's where we're going to be. Don says, "I have family in Southport, North Carolina, and a gated community. Was thinking about moving down there." Yeah, North Carolina's nice, man. They got a lot of nice. I like how North Carolina treats the whole like how they keep up the whole state. You know what I mean? Like they plant flowers in the median. You know what I mean? Like just little things. It just makes the state look like someone cares. You know what I mean? Um, yeah. North Carolina's a nice place. Let's see. Jay says, come on down. Southport is 40 miles north of here." Um, yeah, there you go. Hell, you guys can get together and have a coffee. Jay says, "Come on down." There we go. Alex Rhodes says, "If you can't afford a 15-year, you can't afford the house." Exactly. That's how I think about it, man. I think housing prices shouldn't be as high as they are. I think the 30-year mortgage screwed everybody. It's like these people wouldn't be buying these $750,000 houses if there was only such thing as a 10-year mortgage. That payment would be like $7,000 a month. You know what I mean? They'd be like, "Yeah, I can't afford that." And honestly, I think if we didn't have the 30-year mortgage and prices, I think people would be more. They would want more for their money. You know what I'm saying? Like, uh, if you had to pay cash for a house, I guarantee you would want better quality than a lot of these houses getting built today. It's just the fact that you can mortgage it for 30 years and you think, well, no matter what, the price on that house is going to go up, which most of the time it will. So people don't care, but yeah, I'm just it's like college. I compare college and mortgage. If there wasn't so much student loan out there, college wouldn't be as expensive and it would be better quality learning. It's the fact that you can go down and get, a student loan at 2% and pay on it for now to the day you die. That's why college is so expensive, because they know they can charge that rate. Um, let's see where I'm at. But yeah, I agree with you, Alex. Yeah, it's 15 years about the most I'm willing to be in. Um, let's see. Captain Flatbed says, "What's up, steering wheel holders and gear grinders?" Not much. Not much. Yeah, we're still in business. The robots hadn't took over yet, so we're still here. Um, just chilling here in Chicago. Standard reefer work. Sit around and wait all day. Sit around and wait all day. Uh, they called me. They called me at 8 o'clock this morning and said, "Hey, instead of going and picking up at that one place first, go pick up the other place first, and then come back and pick up at the other place." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" Like, I was half asleep. He's like, "They're switching them. Stop one is now stop two, or pick up one is now pick up two, and pick up two is now pick up one." And I was like, "Oh, that's convenient. I appreciate that, because I'm 5 miles from pick up two now. The pick up two now would have been pick up one. I was 5 miles away. Now I got to drive 30 miles over to what now is pick up one and come back over here. Uh, you know, reefer work. Um, let's see. And if I'm grinding gears not in my automatic here, I got problems. I ain't grinded gears since I picked up this automatic. Um, let's see. Captain Flatbed says, money. Yeah, all about the money here. That's what we like to focus on. I do have another channel where I focus on diabetes and trucking, so check that out. Link in the description. I will say this. I tried one of these this morning. I'm trying all the flavors on these. So this is a banana cream. Uh, I'm going to say definitely not my favorite. Not bad. I would drink another one if you gave it to me. Probably won't buy any more of these. Um, just saying. I like the vanilla better. Just the straight vanilla is the best, in my opinion. The strawberry is second. The chocolate is third. This is fourth. This is fourth. Um, and they got those 2 for $5 at Thornton's. So if you stop at Thornton's, remember they got those 2 for $5. Let's see here. Don says it's not too bad. Paul Harris. What's up, Paul Harris? Thanks for coming in, Paul. Paul says it was a commercial property. They couldn't get a 30-year. If it was a commercial. Okay, yeah. Let me learn to read, Paul. Sorry about that. My Hooked on Phonics never came in the mail when I was a kid. And now we all suffer. But yeah, if it was commercial property, they couldn't get 30-year. Yeah, I think 30-year is 30 years detrimental. I think you know. I wonder what the percentage of people that get a 30-year mortgage and pay off a 30-year mortgage in 30 years is. Like, I wonder, or like actually pay it off. They don't sell the house and pay it off. I wonder who actually pays that mortgage off and what time frame they pay it off in. Because I can't imagine you pay for 30 years. You know, at some point you would just be like, you know, I bet a lot of those get refinanced. You know, I don't know. 30-year mortgage seems rough to me. Seems rough. Let's see here. DG Trucker DN, college will be free according to the crooked left. Yeah, I expect college to be free. I expect my food to be free. I expect, let's see, what else could I get free? What do I need that's free? See, I eat a lot, so I need free food. What else costs me a lot? I need a car. They need to start a government program like food stamps for cars, because I'm shopping for cars right now. You know what I mean? Let's see here. Business school dropout says #1 steering wheel here, Captain Flatbed. Yeah, business school dropout. He's got a ribbon he's got hanging on his wall that says #1 steering wheel holder. But I beat him out for best gear grinder. I got the gear grinder award. Let's see here. Night Ranger says, try to keep yourself busy. Don't be tugging on your pudding. Yeah, no tugging the pudding. You know what they say? An idle hand is the devil's playground. So yeah. Keep your thumb out of your bum. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, sorry about that. Our family friendly programming just went off the rails. So if your kid's listening, earmuffs. Let's see. But yeah, I don't know. I was gonna get out and walk, but then boy, the wind hit me, and I was like, "That's gonna be fun walking one direction, but I have to walk back the other direction." Hell, I may not make it back to the truck. You know, I might get down and crawl, just to keep the wind from blowing me around. It's supposed to die down this afternoon, though. We had like a 17-mile-an-hour wind earlier when I checked it. Pretty brutal. Let's see. Where we at? Let me check this weather real quick. Updating. God, I need a new weather out. Yeah, we're Romeoville. I'm in Romeoville, Illinois right now, just south of Bolingbrook. We're at 74 degrees, 17 mile an hour. 17 mile an hour southwest wind. So, if that's your tailwind, boy, you getting it today. You getting it in for free. What do we got going on here? Get a free coffee if you order in the Burger King app today. I don't know if you guys have got the Burger King app, but every Wednesday they do Whopper Wednesday. You get a $1 Whopper. Just saying, if you want to throw that on your phone. You know, some people don't want it on their phone. Typically, I wait till I'm like near a Burger King, and then I'll download it, and you know. But yeah, they do free delivery also if you order $15 or more. That's pretty fun. A lot of times, what I'll do is I'll just order like 2 value meals, get free delivery, and put one up. Or the other day, I ordered 4 breakfast sandwiches. You know what I mean? Get you 4 breakfast sandwiches. They microwave okay. The little croissant sandwiches. Yeah, okay, okay. Let's see here. Where am I at? Where am I at? Man, I'm getting behind. Let's see. Paul Harris says it's like when selling cars, the finance guy would adjust the price just a few dollars to make much more money. After you're excited about the purchase, what's $25 a month is only $6.25 a week. Yeah, it's a coffee. Exactly. Yeah, you're exactly right on that, man. They tweak that financing. They get them. I used to have a guy that worked for me at my property preservation business, and he worked in the office, and he came from, he was a salesman at Kia before he came to work for me. And he said the number one thing to selling a car, the number one thing, it's not the features, it's not the quality, it's not the price, it's the monthly payment. He said if you can get that monthly payment into their price range, they'll buy it like 75% of the time. And that's a sad way that people think like that. It's one of those broke mindsets. Once you get a broke mindset, and I don't mean like your mind is broken. I mean your train of thought is broken. Once you get into that broken train of thought, it's hard to get out of it. And Daycab Gear Jammer says that's fact about the 30-year mortgage. They offer a 40-year also. What? They're doing a 40-year? I haven't heard about this. Lord have mercy. I know I got an advertisement from Nissan the other day that I could get a Maxima on an 84-month payment plan. I about crap myself. I was like, 7 years on a Maxima? Do those things last that long? I know Maximas used to be great cars. They last a long time, but any car these days, I'm not picking on Nissan. I'm picking on every car. They're just not built to last anymore. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. I'm getting spinny wheel on this phone over here. Y'all getting spinny wheel? Is it taking, or is it just where I'm hot spotting this? 14 in the house, 11 likes. Hit that like button for me. Hit that like button for me if you could. Let me see where I'm at. Man, that sun is so bright. I can't even see either one of these phones. 40-year mortgage. Same thing about the auto industry. 8-year loan on an $85,000 pickup. Yeah, my old lady wants an Infiniti QX80. Man, went and looked at one of those things. Woo! Like starting in the mid 70s. I'm like, yeah, you gonna get a used one of those probably, heavily used. I'm like 80 grand. I mean, don't get me wrong, that leather they're putting in that seat, man, that leather is to die for. Like that leather, I bet it took 50 baby cows to make that leather interior. I mean, they got leather on everything. Everything's leather wrapped in that joker. And but yeah, 80 grand for that car. Let's see, where we at? Let me speed this up. Let's see. Paul Harris, and I would never buy a new car again. I'm just not that guy. It's like a new truck. I'm not taking that hit to drive it off the lot. I'm not giving you 20% of its value to drive it off the lot. I'm not that, I'm just not that guy anymore. Let's see. Cars are going past 4 years. That was stretching it in the 80s. Now 5 or 6 years. Yeah, man. You can get 8 years. I didn't know you could get an 8-year car loan. I know I got an ad from Nissan about a month ago that said I could finance a Maxima for 74 months. And I got to looking at it, and I did the numbers on it, and it was still like $600 a month if you finance the son of a bitch for 7 years. I was like, what? I was like, that ain't right, man. Like almost 50 grand for a Maxima? Ooh, I don't know. Don't seem right to me. I'm talking about finance charges and everything. It was like almost 50 grand. Wasn't the best interest rate. Let's see. Business school dropout, chicks for free. Yeah, that's how I want mine. I want my money for nothing and my chicks for free. Uh, DG Trucker DN says LOL. All right. Jay says free truck, free trailer, free fuel. Yeah. Well, then I would need somebody to do it for me because I don't want to work. You know what I mean? Like, uh, like all that work, man, that would bum me out. You know what I mean? Then I would have to get disability for being depressed all the time. Then you would have to pay for my medication to keep me medicated. It wouldn't end well for you guys if I did that. So you might as well just pay for somebody to drive the truck for me, and pay me a salary. Christopher Bolin in the house. What's up, Christopher J? He says, "Wow, wrong time to start listening." Yeah, probably walked in at a bad time. So sorry about that, guys. We got off the rails a little bit. We just demonetized this video, I'm sure. YouTube's gonna run the analytics on this and go, "What's that fat bald guy talking about again?" That's why I mark on these videos, not for kids. I don't want your kid to be riding in the car seat and stumble up on my video, and go, "Daddy, what's tugging my pudding?" Yeah, and then you got to tell them because, hey, you got to be honest with them. Let's see here. Paul Harris says it's chilly here in Boston today, 55. Yeah, I got down to 50 degrees last night. I had the bunk heater cranked that bunk heater. Truck was rocking. I was like, I thought I would have a dream. I thought I was having a dream or something. I mean, this truck was rocking like crazy. It's because there was nobody parked around me and the wind was blowing really hard. And you know what they say, if the truck is a rocking, it's probably windy outside. Oh, let's see here. Business School Dropout says, how does DoorDash work for trucks? You just got to give them a good description of where you're at, because it's all GPS located anyway, so like if you're at a truck stop, what I like to do is I'll just put in like where it says like description or business name, I'll put in like Loves, and then I'll put semi truck, and then I'll put the color of the truck, and I'll put the number of the truck. Or to make it real easy on them, what I'll do is I'll just put deliver to the front of the Loves, and then once I see that they're like 2 minutes away, I'll walk up to the front of the Loves, and I'll just tell them like front of Loves wearing a yellow shirt or something. They never have trouble finding me. If I'm at a shipper or a receiver and they don't have a gate, they don't have a guard at the gate and they can come in, I just tell them what dock door I'm in. They always find me. And if nothing else, they'll call you. If they can't find you right away, they'll call you and you can tell them. Most of the time you can see them though, when they pull in because you're watching them on the app, and then you can okay, they're here, and you see them pull in. So it's like pretty simple. But yeah, I recommend DoorDash. Uber Eats has got stupid expensive. I was doing Uber Eats for the longest, but my God, Uber Eats just keeps adding these service fees and delivery fees. I'm like, well, what's the difference between a service fee and a delivery fee? So you're going to charge me $3.99 to use your app? Because what they're doing is they're pushing. They want you to get this monthly subscription. I'm like, don't try to play the Costco game on me. I'm not going to be a member. That way you think I'm going to order a lot more. I got a Costco membership, and I hardly ever use Costco membership because the place is so down packed. You know what I mean? Like they need to have, your membership needs to have a day of the week on it. You need to have a Thursday membership. You can only go on Thursday or something like that, man. Because Costco, I can't even go in there. It's like balls to the wall, so yeah, I don't even use the Costco anymore. Let's see. But yeah, I like DoorDash. I use Grubhub. I like Grubhub. Sometimes I surprise the kids with stuff, I'll just send I'll send burritos to the house or something, I don't know, or surprise them with a burrito. Um, something like that. Yeah, I mean, it always makes their day when it's like, about lunchtime and all of a sudden, a couple pizzas show up at the house, That makes their day. Let's see here. Don says only 61 in New York right now. Yeah, it's pretty warm here. It's a beautiful sunny day, but man, that wind is ridiculous. 17 miles an hour wind right now. Um, Business school dropout says the borrower is slave to the lender. Yeah, that's for sure, man. If you ever want to feel taken advantage of, enter into some long term debt. Let's see here. Where am I? Jay says, big mistake. Buy the car, not a monthly payment. Stay out of the finance office, most profitable part of the dealership. Same thing with trucks. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. That's why I say I'm not even like I'm looking at like a $10,000 SUV, and you know, it's done been made very clear at my house. There will be no more financing of cars. I hate financing cars. I do. I do. Yeah. Yeah, car financing, man. I don't think I'll buy a new car ever again. I mean, I've done it twice, once for a business, once for personal, and yeah, just not a fan. Just not a fan. That hit you take, you know what I mean? Like, you can go buy a 2-year old car for, 2/3 of the price of a new car. You know, you can get these low mileage lease turn ins for, hell, half of what the car costs brand new. Um, so, let's see here. Where we at? Paul Harris has retracted his message. Uh, but yeah, where's everybody at today? How's the new gig going, Christopher Bolin? Are you still in here? I tried calling you the other day, and I was assuming you was probably I was assuming you was probably passed out on the lawn or something. But oh wait, you know, I was assuming the worst, But yeah, I figured they got you on the schedule over at the new place now. Got you working out, running them groceries. Oh, what time is it? 12:30. I got to be out of this lot by 1:30 because I'm not paying for more time. So I got about an hour before I got to vacate their lot. What I will do is I will vacate the lot. I will go around the block and come back in the lot and come right back to my spot. Or I may just go to the shipper. I don't know. You know, got a lot of time on my hands. You know, I really wish this place had a damn shower, man. I am bummed that this place does not have showers. I really wanted to get up and take a shower this morning. Like I was feeling it. I was like, all right, I want to get up and go get a shower. I walked in this joker and I got to looking around. I was like, where's the showers? Oh, we don't have showers here. I was like, what? You're a truck stop with 70 parking spots. You don't have a truck. You don't have showers. I was like, oh. I mean, how can you be a truck stop of this size? I mean, they got 5 or 6 fuel bays over there. No showers. They got a cat scale. I think if you got a cat scale, you should have showers. Let's see. Christopher Bolin says, done drug test today. Was multiple choice. Start Monday. Did you circle D, all of the above? I want all of them. I watched a cool video this morning on YouTube about Amsterdam. And they don't have trash day in Amsterdam anymore. They have these really cool underground trash cans, like on street corners that you take your trash to and put in there, and it houses it underground. That way it doesn't stink. And then they come by like once a week and pull the container out and put a new one in. Really neat stuff. Check that out. Check that out. That's really good stuff. Um, I got a kick out of that. I got a kick out of that. Um, Pretty neat stuff. The reason I say that is because I don't know. I don't even know why. I don't even know why they showed me a video of Amsterdam. I guess they knew I was missing it. I guess they knew I was missing it. I just put a link in the description there for Truck Diabetes, my second channel. If you want to go check that out. Sorry, I'm behind on my. I'm behind on. I'm not getting my. It's funny. I can't see this phone, but I know I'm getting. I'm getting new comments. But this one, they're taking forever to come in. Let's see. Kangaroo Trucker, what's up, Kangaroo Trucker? Thanks for coming in. It says LOL live again. I'm doing a video called 2018 Volvo Park Regen. This video will be dedicated to you, Cash. You teach good tips on taking care of your truck. Yeah, got to take care of them, man. That's your money. That's your money. I got my oil changed the other day, and I thought it had been 20,000 miles since I got my oil changed, but I wasn't keeping very good records because, well, I was keeping very good records. I wasn't keeping up with the records. I got to looking at my last oil change. It had only been 17,000 miles since my last oil change. So I was like, damn it, I could have went 3,000 more miles before I paid for an oil change. But then I got to thinking about it, and I was like, is it really that big a deal? Is it really that big a deal? So, yeah, I got that done when I was down in, where the hell was I? Cleveland, Texas. There's a Love's in Cleveland, Texas. Pretty good deal. That guy cut me a really good deal. Really good deal. So, Business School Dropout says I bought a new Freightliner, double sleeper cab over, owner operator special, V8 92 Detroit in 1980 at 18% interest and lost to the finance company in 83. I'm scared of payments now. Yeah. And see, that's the exact reason I'm not going to finance another car. You know what I mean? Like, it's mine. When I put the money down, you know, I'm not putting skin in the game and it not being mine. It's just how it is. You know, when I buy this SUV, you know, we were looking at some online yesterday that were like, I want to say it was like $8,000 for the one the old lady was picked out she liked. You know, and I'm like, it's fine with me. Like, we, you know, like, so at least she's in like a realistic world now of, you know, we're not going to go finance a $50,000 ride. I just can't do it. You know, I just can't. I want to, when I put the money down, I want my name on the title and I want to be done with it. Like, you know, insurance and that's it. You know, you think of the money you save on the finance charges, and I'm like, over, you know, like that's like getting free insurance. You know, if you think of that, instead of paying interest every month, you just pay insurance. So it's like, you know, it's like getting free insurance on a car. Now, given I will do full coverage on this car, the Avalon I just got liability on. You know, that car's probably worth, you know, a couple $1,000s. But the new one, if I go put $8 grand, $10 grand on a car, I'm going to have full coverage on it. And I'm going to try to buy that joker in a manner to where, you know, it's kind of worth what the insurance would give me for it. Because like I told her, I said, with car sales being where they are right now, I said, they want $8,000 for that car. I said, I'd be pretty hard on them, you know. I'd probably go in there with like, I'd probably start at like 6,500, and I probably wouldn't be willing to go much over 7 on it. You know, like, just how it is, you know. It seems like it seemed like a fair price to me for that car. You know, As the title of this channel says, cash is king. You know what I mean? When I walk in there with $100 bills, you know, uh, either you want them or you don't. That's the way I'm going to look at it. Like I told her, I said, you know, like I said, the number one key to shark. Let me learn how to talk. I think I had a stroke there. The number one key to car shopping is being able to walk away if it's not the price is not right. You know, um, that's my opinion. You know, if they can't get the price right, then I gotta bounce. Um, you know, especially being a used car at a new car lot. You know, and that's what this one was. Like I know what they get on those trade-ins. You know what I mean? Like I know what they got in that car. Um, you know what I mean? You ain't gonna throw in some Christmas tree air freshener and me be like, oh, I got a hell of a deal. Like, no, 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 no. Like, if they've got that thing listed for, if they've got that thing listed for $8 grand, they probably put a couple hundred in cleaning it up. Probably threw some new tires on it, which they get at a huge discount, you know, because they buy them all the time. I would say they probably got $500-600 into that car as far as repairs and cleaning, and they probably gave somebody $4,000 or $5,000 trade in on that car. You know, um, so the way I look at it, I go in there with like 6,500. I'm in the ballpark of where that car needs to be. And if we're not, then hey, you know, there's other car lots. Oh, let's see what's going on. What's going on? What's going on? Yeah, that sounds like a cool rig, though. Business school dropout. A double sleeper cab over. What does that mean? It was a 22-inch sleeper. Oh, joke of the day right there. A double sleeper and a cab over is like. Uh, does that mean you could stand up back there? All these new drivers, man, they get this nostalgia for these cab overs. Uh, I've actually been in a cab over. I don't have nostalgia for cab overs. I like my big condo sleeper that I can stand up in. You know, if I need to put on my pants or change my pants back there for some reason, I can do it like a human being. I don't have to lay down and do it. Yeah, I mean, respect for the guys that used to run the cab overs. Respect, but I don't want to go back there. Let's see. Christopher Bolin says, "That's cool, man. Been far too long since I've been to Amsterdam." Yeah, that had me thinking about it real hard, man. Watching the scenery. Um, yeah, it really did. I don't know. Let me see if I can find that video. I'll throw a link to it up real quick. Oh, come on, load, load. There it is. There it is. Share it. Share it. Come on. Yeah, there you go. Check that video out when this live is all over. You can go watch it now. I don't care. It's a 3-minute video. It's pretty neat. It's how they do the garbage in Amsterdam. Pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff. Yeah, I miss Amsterdam, man. It's kind of a shame. I got a huge tattoo of that says Amsterdam on it, and I ain't been there in like, I don't know, 10 years. Like when I got that tattoo, I was like, oh, I'm going to Amsterdam like all the time, and then I ain't been in 10 years. So shit happens, right? DIY Semi, what's up, brother? How's it going? How's it going? Says greetings. Where you at today, man? Where you at? I'm still in Chicago. Chicago. Let's see. But yeah, everybody check out DIY Semi. That's another good channel there. It's probably time for a Friday video, isn't it? From DIY Semi. Little trucker money action. I look forward to those. I like those. That's a good series you got there. Jay says, hey, BSC, how much was that truck in 1980? Yeah, that's a good question. What was the price of that double cab over sleeper in 1980? That was the engine to have back then, wasn't it? The 8V92 Detroit. Let's see here. Yeah, BSD, business school dropout. Paul Harris says, you have a squeaky belt in the background. I was going down the highway, thought it was my car, turned the volume off. Dude, I do that all the time with videos, man. Um, Somebody got me the other day. I put on a YouTube live, and or maybe it was a video. I can't remember, but either way, it came on, and their turn signal was on, or their flashers were on, and I had just merged over. When I heard it, and I turned my blinker off, and I could still hear a blinker going, and I was over here messing with my blinker switch. I was like, what the hell's going on with my blinker switch? Like it won't turn off. I must be out of blinker fluid or something, you know. So I pulled into the TA and I told them, I said, hey man, I'm out of blinker fluid. And they said, don't worry about that, sir. We'll refill that for $125 plus $5 in shop supplies. And I said, that's a hell of a deal, guys. I appreciate that. So yeah, I come to find out it was the video I was watching. Yeah, we got a Daggett truck lines back here. Old Daggett. Got an International rocking over here. I don't even know if you can see that, man. Jesus Christ, the sun. Little bit, maybe. There we go. There he is, Daggett. Got the old Pro Star running over there. Which, I don't know. It's kind of one of those days where if you crack the window, you definitely don't need the AC. Boy, it is beautiful out here. But yeah. But yeah, they had me fooled over there. Let's see. DIY Semi says, almost home, busy as hell. Yeah. I'm not really busy. I'm just sitting around waiting on this. Waiting on a rate con right now. I got the load. I mean, they keep calling me and telling me about the load, but they don't want to send me the rate con yet because they ain't got it all sorted out yet. You know, all the stops. They keep rearranging the stops. We're going to have to do this first and I do that. I'm like, whatever. Just send it to me when you get it. Send it to me when you get it. Let's see. DIY Semi says, gotta make it yet. Will be a good one today. Throwing down a challenge. All right, yeah. I like a challenge. Let's see here. Business School Dropout said it had the queen size bed. Damn, son, a cab over with a queen size bed. What? You can ID that by the toolbox covers on the side. Okay. We did it because of the 55-foot length limit in Illinois and Iowa. 42-foot reefers. Wow. 42-foot reefers, man. I wonder how much the price of freight would go up if we had to go back to 42 foot. And what was the purpose of the length law? I never understood that. I've never researched that. That's one of those things I need to look into. I watched a documentary on YouTube the other day of the Detroit engines. That was pretty interesting. Detroit diesel. That was pretty interesting. Got my free soda from Thornton's. I would like to say this to the Thornton's Corporation. Please watch this video. And that's actually the title of the video is about Thornton's. Get legit. The self-checkout. My God, their self-checkout is the worst thing ever. Like, you know, herpes is better than their self-checkout, you know? A friend told me. I don't know by experience, but someone told me one time. So, you go to self-checkout. They got a little button there. You push coupon. You hit coupon. Then you scan your coupon, and it says, waiting for store assistance. I'm like, why do you need assistance? You think I'm trying to steal something? Like, You know, it's an 89-cent soda. It costs you more to have that employee walk over here and mess with me than it does to just give me the damn soda. So, ended up having to pay for the damn soda. I was so mad. Uh, they couldn't get it to work. The coupon wouldn't work. I was ticked. No, I take that back. The coupon worked for the soda. The coupon did not work for the hot dog. I had to pay for the hot dog, which made me very irritated because I really didn't even want a hot dog. You know what I mean? It was one of those things. I'll take it if it's free. You know what I mean? I'm cheap. So I took the hot dog. I made one, and then I get to the damn thing and the coupon won't work. I was so mad. Let's see. Business school dropout. The 80 Freightliner cost $57,000. Tell me about inflation these days. Let's see here. $57,000. $1,450 on the monthly payments. Damn, son, that's a payment right there in 1980. Damn, that is a lick. That is a lick. Trying to find an inflation calculator. I'm going to see how much $57,000 would be today. So in 1980 to 2020, if he paid $50,500, calculate, that'd be $181,000 in today's money. That's an inflation rate of 215% since 1980. So that would be like your payment being, did you say 1450 or 15? I can't remember now. Where am I at? 1450. Yeah, let's see what that would be. Jeez Louise, man. Your payment would be $4,000. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. That would be a payment of $4,573 in today's money. Damn, son. That is crazy. I mean, that's more Prime and Hirschbach. Not by much, but a little bit. That actually is about what a Prime payment is, ain't it? Isn't a Prime payment like 900 and something a month? I mean, a week? A month, hell, they wish. Yeah, I think a Prime payment's like $900 a week, so that's $3,600. Damn, man, that's a payment, Jack. That's a payment. That's crazy. Jay says herpes, LOL. Herpes and roller wieners. There you go again, Cash. Got me laughing. Yeah, that Thornton self-checkout, man. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm trying to think of what could be worse than what would be worse than the Thornton's checkout. Prison rape, maybe? I don't know. It'd be pretty bad, man. It never works. Every time I go in there, it messes up. Like every time. But yeah, that's interesting. Business school dropout. That's interesting about the old cab over there with a queen bed in it. That's nice. Yeah. I've thought about doing something like that with mine, building a platform, like take some cabinets out, build a platform, and put like a, full size or a queen size in there. I've thought about it. I don't know if I really need it though. Nobody ever goes with me, so nobody wants to go on the road, It's like the last time my old lady went on the road with me, I think that pretty much sealed the deal. She'll never go again. We had a Everything was going good. Everything was going good. I was going to do a little roundabout. I was coming down from Minnesota down to Iowa, over to Missouri, back up to Minnesota. That was it. I was going to do a little triangle. She was going to go with me. It should have took about 3, 4, 5 days, depending on what we was doing. And oh man, it did not end well. She was about 6 months pregnant at the time, and of course, uh, pregnant women don't like being bounced around in a truck. So number one, she was pretty much uncomfortable the whole time. She slept pretty much the whole time, and let's see. Then we had a brake chamber. The trailer I had disc brakes on it, and it had a brake chamber blowout. And the chamber didn't blow out. The disc itself exploded, spun around, what was left of it, spun, got wedged sideways in between the caliper and the rim. Dude, it was the biggest mess you ever seen in your life. So I drug the trailer off to the side of the road. The TA come out. They sent out some little guy that weighed about 80 pounds out there. He beat on that damn thing with a sledgehammer for probably 15 minutes. And finally I told him, I was like, give me your sledgehammer and just, get out of the way. I beat on it for about another 10 minutes, finally got it broke loose. And, it really wasn't his problem as far as it was the way you couldn't get a good swing on it. You know what I mean? You couldn't rear back and just hit it. You kind of had to swing upwards from the ground. And you only had about, 2 foot to get any kind of swing on it. So, beat that brake off of there. And then we went up to the TA. They did not have the part. Had to order the part from Canada. It took 2 days for the part to get there. Mama was not happy when we got back to Minnesota. I don't think Mama will ever get in another truck with me again. She was miserable as hell for 3 days. Luckily, the TA over in Missouri we were stuck at for 2 days had a little Quality Inn or a little Comfort Inn or something. They had a little hotel there. Beside the truck stop. So, we checked into the hotel. So at least, she could be out of the truck. But yeah. No, won't see Mama in a truck no more. Mama's not in a truck no more. Let's see here. Jeremy Griggs says $1,400 a week at Prime. Damn, son. $1,400 a week. That's about what Hirschbach is. 1,400 a week times 4.4, because there's more than 4 weeks in a month. There's about a week, 4.5 weeks. It's 4.4, $6,160 a month on that payment. Damn, that's a payment right there. Dang. I'm in the wrong business, man. I got to start financing lease trucks. I said I was going to do a sub-lease on trucks. I'm going to lease them, and then I'm going to sub-lease them out. Wait. Let's see where we at. Business School Dropout says my trailer payment was $500 for a 5-year-old utility reefer. The trailer 500 payment was 500 a month. I'm assuming 500 a month. Let's see what that would be in today's dollars. Come on. $500. Let's see, 1980. With the inflation calculator, $500. Calculate. That'd be $1,577 in today's money. Lord have mercy. Let's see. Paul Harris says, LOL, NSFF, not safe for food shopping. People think I'm nuts laughing at pregnant and trucking. Yeah, dude, like, the old lady never would go with me, never. Finally, I talk her into it. You know what I mean? She's pregnant. She's tired of sitting at the house. You know, she wants to get out and do something. I said, hell, I said, oh, I'll tell you what, let's run down to Iowa. I already had a load to Iowa booked. I said, take this load to Iowa with me. It was like a 350-mile load. I said, we'll come straight back up, and if not, I know I can run over to Missouri. I can get a load out of Missouri and come right back up to Minnesota. Bing, bam, boom. It's like 300 miles down, 400 miles across, 400 miles back up, you know. It's like 1,100, 1,200 miles. I said, 2 or 3 days, we'll be back, you know. Get you out of the house, get you moving around a little bit, you know, you see some stuff, you know, have some fun. Dude, it was misery. It was misery. She was miserable from about 4 hours into it. She was like, oh my God. She's like, I don't know what I've done. I was like, ugh, this ain't good. Let's see. Jay Felton, 6160. Ouch. Yeah, think about that, man. You know, and they don't pay the greatest rates over there, you know, because most of their stuff is contract freight. You know what I mean? Most of their stuff is, you know, most of their stuff is what? Like craft and, you know, stuff like that. Like, so yeah, you're not getting a super great rate over there. So I mean, what you probably have to run? God, yeah, you probably got to run a shit ton of miles to pay 6160. By the time you buy the fuel, you know, say you're making $1 in profit per mile after everything, you know. Well, I mean, after variable cost, you're making $1 a mile. That's like 2 weeks worth of running. Reefer running, it's more than 2 weeks. It's kind of tough to get 3,000 miles running reefer, you know. Like, not impossible, but it's not like, it's hard to, I should say, it's hard to average 3,000 miles a week. Let's see here. Texas Outdoors. What's up, brother? I'm in Illinois. I'm in Romeoville. Romeo. That's where thou art. Paul Harris says, can't wait to get back in the South. Pork rinds here are only in the Goya's aisle. You know, that adds an extra $1. Yeah, for sure. I was down in New Kearney, Texas the other day. There's a big Goya plant down there. That's where they make the frijoles. Or they can them at least. I don't guess they make them there. Hell, they make them in the field. It seems that my thirst has been quenched. I would like to return this soda for a prorated price. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, I threw away some pork rinds the other day. I forgot they were up there. I don't know how long they had been up there, honestly. I was a little worried about eating them. You know, they'd been up there a long time. Oh, let's see here. Where we at? Jay says, plus fixed cost equal you be home in about 4 years. Yeah, and always remember that you're never going to own that truck over there at that price. That's not like you know, that's not one of these, you know, pot of gold at the end of the rainbow scenarios. This is one of those, when the lease is up, they're going to nickel and dime you to death on every little thing that's out of place or broken on that truck. They're going to nickel and dime you to death for it. And then they're going to take a bunch of money from you to fix all the little things that need to be repaired. Money that you've earned and put into an escrow account. They're going to take it. They're going to repair every little ticky-tack thing on the truck because they want to get high dollar. They want to get top dollar for it when they sell it at Pedigree truck sales. You know, good old Prime, boy. Good old Prime. I can't believe people continue to sign up over there. So I got to be off this lot at 1:41. So 141. All right. Good to know. 141. I couldn't remember what time I came over here. I went over and got the truck washed yesterday at Lola's in Romeoville. Good place to get your truck washed. They did not get it spick and span clean, but at the same time, I don't bitch at them because I didn't take a halfway decent clean truck in there. This truck was nasty. They put in a good effort on it. That's what I judge my truck wash by, your effort. Not how clean the truck comes out, because they can't sit there and scrape every bug off your truck for $45. It just don't work like that. But they put in a good effort. Man, that wind is picking up. Like, it said it was 17 miles an hour. I thought it would be going down by this point. It's picking up. It's getting even gustier. I don't know. It still says 17 miles an hour. Still says 17 mile an hour. Let's see here. Where we at? Business School Dropout says, I drive a 2012 Kenworth I bought for $18,000 last year. Life is good. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Didn't you get the engine rebuilt on that too? So you got a few years left in that truck. Hopefully you got some years left in that truck. But yeah, that's a good way to do it, man. If you got the time and the resources, buy them and fix them. Let's see here. Texas Outdoors says, where Juliet? Romeo and Juliet. Yeah, we're in Romeoville, Illinois, just south of Bolingbrook. Texas Outdoors says, I start the bid at $100. Mark says, in Otay Mesa, heading to Memphis. Yeah, getting after it, man. I remember you saying that last night. That's a pretty good run, man. That's got some miles on it. And that's good running right there too, because there ain't a whole lot that slows you down on that run. That's a pretty good run. Paul Harris says, Prime also dictates tire speed, collision system, and limits the age. Long nose trucks. Watching this owner operator at Prime, he takes home before taxes $1,800. Yeah. That's a lot of risk you're taking for $1,800. Like I said, when that brake chamber blew out on that trailer, you know what I mean? Like, I wasn't responsible for repairing the trailer, but I was responsible for buying a hotel for a couple days, stuff like that. Little things, man. You gotta, like, that $1,800 may sound like a lot to these guys at CR England making $1,000 a week, but when you break it down, it's really not. When you go buy your own insurance and you go buy this and you go buy that and you pay your self-employment taxes, it ain't always cracked up to be $1,800 a week. Paul Harris says he's in the high lease and says he can leave Prime with the truck now. He's in the high lease and says, yeah, I don't know. Good luck with him. Good luck with him. Or good luck to him, yeah. I don't know. Christopher Bolin says, better off financing a woman than financing a truck from Prime. Speaking of which, to email about signing up on the lawsuit against Prime, get paid. Yeah, did you hear what Prime did? Prime sent out a memo and an email about the class action lawsuit, the $28 million settled out of court. Prime didn't do nothing wrong, but they settled for $28 million. I love that shit. I love that. I mean, you can't make that up. They settled for $28 million, but said they didn't do anything wrong. We're just going to give these guys $28 million, but we didn't do anything wrong. So the email went out about the class action lawsuit, and Prime sent out their own email that said, don't sign up for it. It's a phishing scam. The lawyers for the class action lawsuit had to go back to court and get the judge to tell Prime to stop sending out that email. Like, can you believe Prime? They settle a class action lawsuit and then tell the people that are supposed to get the money, don't sign up because they just want your information. It's a phishing scam. Like, dude, y'all got to be the dirtiest mugs ever. Like, why anybody would work over there, man? Like, I'm serious. Like, can't do nothing but shake my head about it, man. Makes me sick that companies like that are out here just ripping people off. At Christopher says, I lost more on the past two. Maybe try Prime. Yeah. Let's see. Mark says, heck, I made 2,200 this week, and I'm a company driver. Yeah. I mean, you know, I did an example. That guy broke down his Prime Pay on my live last night. I mean, it was not impressive. It was like $1,232 in fixed cost, and then $1,188 in variable cost on like 2,200 miles. They charged him a usage fee on the truck he's already paying for. Like, I can't believe it, man. It just blows my mind. Yeah, no. Yeah, I hope you get that money, Chris. I hope they pay you, man. I hope you get something out of it. Yeah. These mega fleets, man, they're ridiculous. They're ridiculous. But yeah, I don't know. Like, that guy was giving an example over there at Prime, and he was talking like it was a good week, and I was like, oh, okay, well, you made $4,000 in revenue, you ran like 2,500 miles, I think it was. You had like 1,232 in fixed cost, you had 1,188 in variable cost, you brought home like $1,800. I'm like, and you took all that risk for $1,800? Not me, because by the time you buy yourself some insurance, by the time you pay your self-employment taxes, by the time you like put a little back for emergencies, like, where are you at? Like, you're probably bringing home maybe like $1,200 a week, something like that. Like, a lot of company drivers making $1,200 a week. Just saying. I mean, Mark did 4,000 miles and brought home made 2,200. I mean, I'm sure that's not bring home, but hey, CFI pays their part of the taxes because he's a company driver. He's not responsible for that extra 11% in taxes. Texas Outdoors, I'm in Dallas today. All right, good deal. Prime is BS, yeah. Antonio says, how many times did you get shot in Chicago? I walk in a zigzag pattern when I get out of the truck, and, I stay low to the ground, and, anytime there's like a barrier, I run to that barrier and get behind it, and then I find out where my next barrier is, and I run to it. Like, I've been ducking behind the trash cans here. There's a fence. I run along behind the fence, and then when I have to go into the store, I do some tactical maneuvers. I run side to side. So only 6 times. Jay says, it's sad. You got to feel for these guys in these leases. I just believe they have no idea what they're getting into. Yeah, that's a big part of it. You know what I mean? They get sold a bill of goods. That's what they do. These places tell them, oh, it's this, it's that, it's wonderful, it's it's amazing. And then you get there and you realize it's just a big bag of dung. You know what I mean? Like, fertilize your lawn with it, because it ain't worth nothing else. Let's see where I'm at here. Where am I at? Christopher Boland says, wow, that's nothing. I made more than that working as a company driver at Transco Lines. That was a great company if there are any teams looking. Yeah, TLI out of North Little Rock, or out of Little Rock. I don't know if it's North Little Rock or Little Rock. Texas Outdoors, LOL. Yeah, I mean, you got to be tactical when you're in Chicago. You can't play around in Chicago. Um, Cannot play around. Um, oh, man. Uh, uh, Damn, I only slept 12 hours last night. You think I'd be all right, but man, I'm getting tired again. But I think I'm going to hop off here, guys. I need to throw a phone on the charger. Wow, I've been doing this for an hour and 40 minutes. Holy crap. Um, Hope everyone has enjoyed it. Let's see here. Let's see here. Where am I at? I'm not getting my things here, so. Let's see. Where does that say? Christopher Bowen says taking all the risk for pennies on the dollar. Yeah, it's amazing to me that and they sign them up, man, like 50 at a time, 100 at a time. It's like Hirschbach. I don't think most Hirschbach drivers understand that Hirschbach has a private jet. They got like a $40 million private jet. And if that don't tell you the pay scale's not correct, I don't know what will. Because I don't want to work for a company that has a private jet unless I'm making like a couple million a year, you know? Like, we need to spread that wealth around a little bit. If you've got $50 million or $40 million or $20 million to go buy a private jet, we need to talk about pay if I'm getting $1,200 a week. If I'm getting $1,200 a week and you got a $40 million private jet, we need to have a heart-to-heart. Christopher Bowen says, see ya. Jay says, see ya. Yeah, guys, I appreciate everybody coming in and doing it real big. If you're going to be around for a little bit, Chris, let me run here and use this bathroom, and I'm going to be on the road. I'll give you a call, say what's up. But, yeah, guys, appreciate everybody coming in. Take care of each other out there, and don't sign a lease, Prime.